Lines take the field in left.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Zell B. Miller Field on the campus of Young Harris College for today's non-conference matchup between Young Harris College and the visiting team Emmanuel out of Franklin Springs, Georgia. Matt Rogers on the mound for Young Harris, who is just coming off of their biggest weekend of the year. Sweep over the #1 team in the conference, in the Peach Belt Conference, Flagler. Young Harris took them in 3 straight. Young Harris working toward the upper echelon in those teams that qualify for the Peach Belt tournament. Big win for Young Harris. And going on the mound today is Matt Rogers going against Emmanuel. We'll talk about Emmanuel in just a moment. But first, let's look at the numbers for Matt Rogers, Jr. out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Comes in with an ERA of 9.75, but that's a bit deceiving. He had a good outing last time out last week, non-conference over in Cleveland, Georgia, against Truett McConnell. 1-0 record, 6 appearances, 2 starts, 12 innings, 21 hits, 16 runs, 13 of those earned, 8 walks, 14 strikeouts. Batter's hitting .389 against him. He's got 1 wild pitch and 1 hit by batter, but a couple of bad outings way back early in the season, and he seems to have righted the ship and looking to add depth to what is becoming a very good, solid Young Harris College pitching staff. Starting out for Young Harris today, Logan Worley in left field, Skylar Murphy in center, Jackson Jones the DH, Rudy Guyon at first. And starting out for Emmanuel, base hit by Philip Swindell, a senior first baseman coming in batting .364. Corey Ewald will be catching. Tristan Smith, Peach Belt Player of the Year. Tyler Washington in right, Corley Reynolds at short, and Brett Grachik at third base. Philip Swindell led off for Emmanuel, the Lions. And this is Brock Balcom, a junior, .279 average, no home runs, 12 RBI. Swindell at first has speed, 10 attempts and 8 stolen bases. On the mound for Emmanuel, Cooper Murphy, and we'll talk about him a little bit when he comes to the mound. Right now, runner on first, nobody out. Cool day, not as windy as yesterday. Rogers looks back to first. The 1-0 pitch comes to Balcom. Balcom is a junior out of Snellville, Georgia. .54 degrees at game time. And it feels like 54. No wind. Take a look at the flag out in center field. It is laying down. Just a very slight breeze out of the southeast. Here at Zell B. Miller Field, we have a 1-1 count with a runner on first. Nobody out. No score, top of the first. Ball fouled off to the left side. Nearly got some softball players on the head. And the count is 1-2. Rogers head in the count. Rogers a lefty out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm not sure. And ball foul back. Count remains at 1-2. Hannon Price, senior left fielder, on deck for the Lions. One-two coming, throws off speed pitch. Hit to left field. And coming over to make the play will be the Young Harris left fielder, Logan Worley. So one out here in the top of the first, and this will bring Hannon Price to the plate. 327 hitter, no home runs, a lot of RBIs. He's a run producer, 27 RBIs. He has 9 doubles and a triple, 425 slugging average, slugging percentage. One on, one out, non-conference game for the Mountain Lions. Winners of their last 4 straight. First pitch ball. And throw down to first. Runner safe. Pitch was a ball. 2-0 is the count. Young Harris comes into this game with a record of 16-13. 10-4 at home, 6-9 on the road, 10-8 in the Peach Belt. And winners of our last 4 straight. Looking to make it 5 in a row. 2-0 coming. It's going to be fouled off to the right side. And the count is 2-1. Matt Rogers facing Hannon Price, right-hander. Price is a senior out of Jefferson, Georgia. Two one coming. Ball is laced. It's driven to left. Back, back, back. It is out of here. Price hits a home run. That is his first of the year. Gives him 29 RBIs. And the Lions have struck first with the 2-0 home run.
First of the season. Designated hitter Daniel Good.
And this brings a cleanup hitter. Left-hander Daniel Gooden, 396 hitter. He's got some pop. 4 home runs, 16 RBIs, 3 doubles, 638 slugging percentage. Young Harris trails early in this one, 2-0. Rogers giving up a 2-run homer. And the ball fouled off to the left side. Off-speed pitch, hits the corner, it's a beauty. Gooden is a senior out of Griffin, Georgia. A lot of senior experience on this Emmanuel club. 1-2 coming. And he skies the ball. Deep, 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 deep. It is out of here to the right of the 406 sign, and a bad first inning for Young Harris as Rogers gives up 2 home runs in a row, and Emmanuel leads 3-0.
That's a solo home run
for Gooden. That's his 5th home run of the year. Gives him 17 RBIs, and Emmanuel jumping all over the Mountain Lions here in the first, 3-0. Ball was hit out just right out by the scoreboard, out close to our lacrosse and soccer broadcast booth. And by the way, speaking of lacrosse, we'll be having senior day for Young Harris this Saturday. Young Harris women's lacrosse conference game. They will be taking on Shorter. The batter now is Jacob Teston, yet another senior. .299 hitter, home run, 15 RBIs. Teston senior out of Rincon, Georgia. Strike, catches a corner. And the count is 2-1. And strike two. Matt runs the count at 2-2. One out, nobody on. We have already given up 3 runs here. A couple of long balls, one with a runner on base. And Mountain Lions trail 3-0. Good crowd starting to come in. Ball hit hard to right field. Line drive through the 3-4 gap, and it gets to right field. So just really teeing off on Matt here in the first inning, hoping he can right the ship. This will bring up the third baseman, Jake Nichols. The guy with some good pop, 4 home runs, 21 RBIs. .269 batting average. He's hit 5 doubles. Runner on first. Ewald is the catcher. Rogers looks in. Gets to the outside corner. And ball hit to third. Young Harris will try to turn 2, 6-4, and the double play. Nice job for Young Harris on the 5-4. Third baseman Brett Graychick starting in out, getting it down to Smith at second, over to Guyona. So Young Harris gets double play to get out of the inning, but it was a big inning for the Lions as they hit Young Harris up for 3 coming off of two long balls. We have played a half. Score is Emmanuel 3, Young Harris coming to bat. Mountain Lion baseball on the Mountain Lion Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
The left fielder, Logan Worley.
Young Harris coming to bat in the bottom of the first. Logan Worley, the left fielder, will lead off. Freshman, .212 hitter, no home runs, 18 RBIs, 25 hits in 118 trips. Got good speed, 3 of 4 in the stolen base department. Logan is a right-handed, our left fielder out of Griffin, Georgia. First pitch was a strike. On the mound for Emmanuel is a right-hander, Cooper Murphy. 13.78 ERA, 0-3 record, 8 appearances, 4 starts, no complete games, 16.1 innings, 44 hits, 36 runs, 25 earned, 5 walks, 13 strikeouts. Hitters hitting a .468 against him. Again, Murphy, a right-hander, junior out of Ackworth, Georgia. 1-1 is the count. on Logan Worley. 1-2 the count. And pitch catches a corner. Worley down on strikes.
Center fielder Skylar Murphy.
And this will bring Skylar Murphy to the plate. Freshman, 270 hitter, no home runs, 5 RBIs. Left-handed batter. And Murphy hits the ball deep in the hole. No play on that one. Murphy with good speed, no way to get him. Freshman out of Winder, Georgia. And he is 2-2 in steals. And this will bring Jackson Jones, the DH again today. 291 hitter, 2 home runs, 20 RBIs, 427 slugging percentage. Jackson is a sophomore out of Marietta, Georgia. Marietta. First pitch a strike. And that one high, makes it 1-1. Pickoff play at first, runner back quickly. Count will remain at 1-1. Young Harris women's lacrosse in action tomorrow at Lee over in Cleveland, Tennessee. Game that was originally scheduled tomorrow was rescheduled for today, then went back to its original date. And conference game for Young Harris. Young Harris right now sits atop of the Gulf South Conference, and they've got a couple coming up. Lee on Wednesday, and then back home for senior day with Shorter coming to call. Ball hit hard down the third base line, and it's going to be fouled just wide of the bag at third. And the count will be 2-2 on Jackson Jones. Murphy will get back to first. Young Harris down a 3 spot here early in this one, looking to whittle their way back into it. Tommy Jenkins and John C. Moon with you today on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. Off-speed pitch just off of the plate. And the count is full. Murphy gets his lead at first. Pickoff play coming back. Murphy perfect in steal opportunities. 2 of 2. Three-two comes, runner going. Now he'll come back, and it's ball 4. So Young Harris now with the walk to Jackson Jones. Got runners at first and second. And Rudy Guyona comes to the plate. Rudy, a .342 hitter. Hitting well of late, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs, 567 slugging percentage. Got 8 doubles and a couple of triples. Rudy Sr. out of Laredo, Texas. And he has ducks on the pond here with 2 on and 1 out. Young Harris trailing by 3. Fouls off to the right side. Guyona quickly in the hole, 0-1. Cooper Murphy, right-handed pitcher on the mound for Emmanuel. Lines are coached by Jeff Kilgore, assisted by Matt Robinson and Brandon Hennessy, a former Young Harris pitching coach and interim baseball coach here at Young Harris not too long ago, just last year. Guyona in the hole, 0-2. Runners on first and second. Murphy the runner at second, Jones the runner at first. Young Harris trails 3-0. Couple of long balls for the lines in the top of the first off of Matt Rogers. 0-2 coming, and he just stays alive, gets a piece of it, fouls straight back. and the count will remain at 0-2. Coming up next for Young Harris, Friday, we will hit the road for a Peach Belt 3-game series with Georgia Southwestern. Guyona gets hit, so the bases are full.
The catcher, Corey Ewald.
As it stands right now, that will be a Friday doubleheader starting at 1, and then a Saturday game starting at 1, and get the club back in time home for Easter. This will bring Corey Ewald, who has been on a tear of late, 311 hitters, 5 home runs, 25 RBIs. He's got a grand slam this year, plus a walk-off. And jumps on the first pitch, hits it to right field. And Murphy shows the tag. He doesn't come. Good thing he didn't. So now with the bases loaded, 2 outs. And this brings a young man who is very accustomed to having bases loaded. Tristan Smith, 294 hitter, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. This past weekend against Flagler, #1 team in the Peach Belt, 11th ranked team in the conference, 11th ranked team in the country coming in. He drilled not 1 but 2 grand slams in the same game. Peach Belt Player of the Week. And right now he is behind in the count, 0-1. He was the Southeast Regional Player of the Week as well. So big day, one of those days you dream about for Tristan Smith Jr. out of Adairsville. Pitches a ball. So he raised in the Flagler series, he raised his batting average 94 points, went from 200 to 294. Ball is hit to short, and they'll make the pitch. So Young Harris threatens, gets the bases loaded, but we can't cash in. And we have played 1 here at Zell B. Miller Field, and the score after 1, Emmanuel 3, Young Harris 0. Mountain Line Baseball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
Center fielder Dustin McNichol.
Leading off for Emmanuel, the center fielder, Dustin McNichol, Jr., 272 hitter, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. McNichol, a junior out of Walnut, California. First pitch, nice one from Rogers. Catches the inside corner with the fastball. He's ahead in the count, 0-1. Rough first inning for Matt, who really had a good outing last time out against Truett. Didn't give up anything. Nice breaking ball, gets it across for a strike, and he's ahead in the count, 0-2. Again, coming inside on the right-hander, McNichol. Oh, 2 coming, fastball is crushed. And it's out of here.
As a solo home run for Dustin McNichol, his 4th of the season. The catcher, Evan Mask.
And Young Harris, I didn't get a good look at it because we don't have a good angle from here, but I think Young Harris, I thought that was a foul ball. Coach Wagner now going out to have a talk with Rogers, and he's going to pull him. Matt, just a tough outing. Young Harris head coach is Stephen Wagner, assisted by Andrew Werner, Matt Williams, Jacoby Robinson, and Chris Tavares. And not a good outing from Matt, who really was sharp against Truett McConnell. And Young Harris now quickly going into the bullpen, not wasting no time. And we'll come with the left-hander. Blake Medevere will be making his 7th appearance of the year. Comes in with a 4.26 ERA, 12.2 innings pitched, 14 hits, 8 runs, 6 of those earned, 12 strikeouts, 6 walks. Senior out of Woodstock, Georgia. So the line on Rogers, he gives up 4 runs on 5 hits. Blake Medevere now pitching, left-hander. So Young Harris in a big-time hole here early, 4-0. And 3 of those 4 coming on home runs. And this will bring the catcher, Evan Mask, to the plate. Mask, a junior out of Fayetteville, Georgia. First pitch off the plate from the lefty. Mask, no home runs, no RBIs. He's had 9 at-bats this year. He is 3 of 9. Does have an extra base hit, a double, and right now he's ahead in the count, 2-0. Sneaks it by for a strike. Rogers, who got, I think, win at least 5 against Truett McConnell. So Young Harris only used 3 pitchers in that one. This could turn out to be a Johnny Holstaff kind of day for the Mountain Lions. We already trail by 4. Threatened in the bottom of the first, had the bases loaded. With 1 out, but couldn't do anything with it as Ewald flied out, and then Smith grounded the short stump, who took the short way at second. So Young Harris missed a golden opportunity to cut into what then was a 3-0 deficit. Now it is 4-0. Nobody out here, and the batter's hit.
The shortstop, Chase Parker.
And this will bring shortstop Chase Parker to the plate. 214 hitter, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Parker, a junior out of Richmond Hill, Georgia. You guys got a lot of players, man. They carry a lot of guys. Showing bunt. It's a nice one. Gets it down. Ewald will make the play at first, but mission accomplished. Parker gets McNichol around. Parker gets Mask over to second base, and it will come back to top of the
First
order.
baseman, Philip Swindell.
Swindle will come to the plate. Swindell, first pitch coming, breaking ball, can't get it across, it's a ball. Runner in scoring position. Lions have already scored one here in the top of the second. They lead 4-0. 3 long balls in this one already for our visitors from Franklin Springs, Georgia. Outfield shaded slightly to left. Young Harris infield playing back, looking for 2. Two-0 pitch coming. Looks a runner back at second. And he'll get it in for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Young Harris coming off of the biggest series in the young career of Coach Wagner thus far, sweeping here at Zell B. Miller Field, the number 11 team in the country, number 1 in the Peach Belt. Ball is hit deep to right. That's going to get the runner to third. Washington will make the catch, and he'll bring it in the second baseman. Smith will get the ball in. And we have 2 outs here in the top of the second.
Second baseman, Brock Baucom.
And this will bring Brock Baucom to the plate. Left-hander hits fly ball. So will it stay in play? Grachik over by the dugout. Saggers back just a step, makes the play. So Midavere comes in, does a good job for Young Harris. Limits the damage to 1. Another home run for the Lions. We have played 1 1/2 here at Zell B. Miller Field. Your score is Emmanuel 4, Young Harris 0. You're listening to Young Harris Baseball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. Young Harris coming into bat in the bottom of the second, and leading off for the Mountain Lions will be Tyler Washington. Washington, 270 hitter, home run, 5 RBIs, 365 slugging percentage. Junior out of Adairsville. Hits a ball, hard grounder to second, 4-3. Quickly, Young Harris one out here in the bottom of the second.
The shortstop, Corley
And this
Reynolds.
will bring the shortstop, Corley Reynolds, to the plate. Junior out of Mississippi. 1 home runs, 14 RBIs. 3 doubles and a home run. Slick fielding shortstop. Transfer out of a junior college in Mississippi. From Pascagoula. 6 foot, 195-pound junior. East Mississippi, I believe. Behind in the count quickly, 1-2. And strikeout for Murphy. Excuse me, 0-2. And now it's a strikeout. Reynolds a long look out. I tell you, Murphy came in here with a very high ERA. He's been hammered, but he has been making the pitches here. Got the bases loaded with 1 out, but was able to get the outs. Quickly got 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. His team has staked him to a 4-0 lead. Little swinging bunt. Graycheck, and gets him at first. Nice play by the pitcher. Young Harris quickly down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second. Emmanuel leads 4-0. We've played 2, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Lions. For Young Harris, no runs, a hit, and no errors. Mountain Lion Baseball on Ridgeline TV.
Left fielder, Hannon Price.
Left fielder, Hannon Price. Leads off, and he back in the first inning hit a 2-run home run to give the Lions a 2-0 lead, which they have extended to 4-0 here in the top of the third. Pitch inside. Tivier still on the mound for Young Harris. He's high and outside on that one. And it's 2-0 count now for Price. Senior out of Jefferson. And trying to catch the inside corner. And too far in, it's 3-0 count. and walks him on 4.
Designated hitter Daniel Good.
And this will bring now Daniel Gooden, the DH, to the plate. Gooden also homered in the first to give the Lions their third run. They've hit 3 today, 2 in the first and 1 in the second. Young Harris threatening the first, bases loaded. With 1 out, couldn't deliver and went quickly and quietly. 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the second. Matt Rogers was chased early in the second inning. Mativier has come on and got out of a jam in the second, but now he's got a leadoff walk here in the third. Oh, 1 coming. Breaking ball in the dirt, and the count is even at 1. Mativier first, though, will go back to first, chase the runner back. Good, and a big guy out of Griffin, 6'4", 230-pounder. And comes inside, catches the corner. Nice pitch, Mativier. And he's now in the head into count 1 and 2, and there are no outs. Mativier looks in now, 1 and 2, stares the runner back. Throws an off-speed pitch, and it's going to be hit hard, deep, but foul. Three home runs for the Lions. Young Harris very much in question. Both Rogers and Coach Wagner that last home run was wide left of the foul pole. I couldn't get a good angle to see it. And you can't do a replay, can you? No. Well, we could, but it'd take a while, right? Yeah. 1-2 coming. Runner goes in the dirt. Ewald throw down easily into second with the stolen base. And the count is even at 2. Cool. 2-2 comes. And the ball skied out to right field. Washington will get to play. He gets out, and runner got a little too far off. Almost had a play there at second.
Number 22.
So Price back to second. Got there with a walk and a stolen base. And this will bring Teston to the plate. He had a hit back in the first. And here's 1 on, 1 out, trailing 4-0. Blake Mativier in his second inning of work here in the third came in for Matt Rogers, who yielded 3 home runs. First pitch a strike. Blake ahead in the count. 0-1 coming, breaking ball just off the plate. And the count is 1-1. Takes a peek back at second. And the ball is lined. Nice stop by Reynolds. Corley makes the play. Runner scampers back quickly to second. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. And this will bring the third baseman, Jake Nichols, to the plate. Nichols 0 for 1. Right-handed batter as the lefty Mativier looks in, gets the first pitch over. It's a beaut at the knees for a strike. Mativier getting ahead in the count now. Outfield just slightly to left. And ball hit to third base. Nice job, Brett Grachik. 5-3 on the putout, so Young Harris gets a runner on base, gives up a steal, but Mativier does the work. We have played 2.5 here at Zell B. Miller Field. Your score after 2.5, Emmanuel 4, Young Harris 0. Mountain Line Baseball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
Left fielder, number 6, Logan Worley.
Logan Worley leads off for Young Harris. Young Harris back to the top of the lineup. Worley a strikeout victim in the first, and he is heading the count 2-0. And a little chopper out. Third baseman will cut it off and make the play over. 5-3 on the putout. 1 quick out here for Young Harris. Cooper Murphy came in here with an ERA just a little bit south of 14, and he's been good today. Skylar Murphy now for Young Harris. Murphy had a hit in the first. We got him all the way around to third, but couldn't get him in. And we trail 4-0. First pitch, nice live fastball. It's a strike. And Murphy down in the count 0-1. Just off the corner outside. And the count is even at 1. Young Harris Peach Belt action this weekend against Georgia Southwestern. Doubleheader on Friday, single game on Saturday. Young Harris coming off of a huge sweep over then #1 team in the Peach Belt, Flagler College, and then #11 team. With the sweep, Young Harris over Flagler. Georgia College has moved to the top spot in the Peach Belt with 2 conference losses. Flagler now with 4. Pitch just off the corner, and the count is even at 2. Oh, paints a corner, 3 on the 2-2 pitch. And Murphy is caught looking.
Designated hitter number 15, Jackson
This will bring
Jones.
the designated hitter, Jackson Jones, and that's 3 strikeouts already for Murphy. Jackson Jones. And gets a base hit through just to the left of the diving shortstop. So Young Harris with 2 outs here now, and got the heart of the order coming up. Maybe a little 2-out bingle, get a little 2-out bingle going here in the third. We trail by 4. It's been all Emmanuel to this point, Matt. Rogers chased with 3 in the first, 2 home runs, and a very questionable home run in the second. Blake Mativier came, put out the fire in the second, and pitched a good inning. And Guyona gets the ball. Nice spin it short. Good play by the second baseman. And Young Harris jumping on first pitches and getting out of innings, sitting down quickly. We've played 3 here at Zell B. Miller Field. Your score is Emmanuel 4, Young Harris 0. Mountain Line Baseball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
In the inning for Young Harris, 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 man left on base.
Leading off for Emmanuel in the top of the 4th, the center fielder, Dustin McNichol. McNichol homered in the second, and one that chased Matt Rogers from the game. Some little bit of discussion with Rogers and Coach Wagner with it. They thought it went left of the foul pole. And, you know, if you want to know for sure, you can catch this thing on YouTube and see for yourself. I couldn't get a good angle on it. But nonetheless, it's on the scoreboard as a home run, and McNichol going to foul off to the right side. Guyona giving chase, can't get to it. But Mativier is ahead in the count, 0-2. Mativier now in his 3rd inning of work, and he has done good work for the Mountain Lions in this one. Got to hold them here and trying to get some base runners. Had the threat in the first, and since then we've been only able to get 1 runner on base. Way outside on that one on 0-2. Waste 1 getting them to chase, and it'll come. Temperature at game time, 53 degrees. Very light wind, felt like 53 degrees. Nice off-speed pitch. And Ewald will make the play down at first. Strikeout for Mativier. So Young Harris gets first out here in the top of the 4th. Mack now coming to the place. Evan Mask. With 1 out. Mativier comes inside with the fastball, fouls it off his foot, and that hurt. on a cool day. And Mask will walk it off. That hurts. Oh, 1 coming. Appeals down at first, seeing if the batter went. Young Harris wanting to appeal. First base umpire says no. Count is even at 1. Breaking ball, catches a corner. And Mativier ahead in the count, 1-2. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Young Harris trails 4-0. 3 home runs already for the Lions. Price, Gooden, and McNichol going yard for Emmanuel. Fastball hit to third. Graychick backs up, makes the play, 5-3. And 2 outs for Mativier here, and the Mountain Lions in the top of the 4th, and this will bring the shortstop Chase Parker to the mound, to the batter's box. Parker, .214 hitter coming into this one. And he hits it hard to third, down to Graychick. Graychick 5-3 across. Nice work for Mativier. Good defense behind him. We've played 3.5 here at Zell B. Miller Field. Young Harris trails 4-0 with Young Harris coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th. Mountain Lion baseball on Ridgeline TV.
Catcher, number 18, Corey Ewald.
Heart of the order coming up for Young Harris in the bottom of the 4th. Catcher Corey Ewald. Corey had the bases loaded, flying out to right field, not deep enough to advance. First pitch a strike, now count is even at 1. And then a strike, and he's behind in the count, 1-2. And hits the ball hard to right. Ball's pretty deep. It's out of here. Corey Ewald just inside the foul pole at the 325. And Ewald hits his 6th home run of the year, 26 RBI, solo blast. Puts the Mountain Lions on the board. Let's see if we can't get this train running now.
6th of the year.
6th of the year, and this will bring to the plate for Young Harris.
Second baseman, number 28.
Number
Tristan
28, second
Smith.
baseman Tristan Smith. And hits the ball first pitch down to the third baseman. Ball down in the dirt, but first baseman does a good job digging it out. So Smith
Right fielder,
makes the
number
first out of the
32,
fourth, and this will bring
Tyler Washington.
the right fielder, Tyler Washington, to the plate. Tristan got another bases loaded opportunity back in the first, but grounded out to the shortstop. This will bring Washington to 0-4-1. Tyler coming in at 267. Gonna see it a little C&I single up the middle. Finds his way right over the second base bag, and Tyler is on with one out here.
Shortstop,
and this will bring the
number
shortstop,
9,
Corley Reynolds, to the place. Tyler has one steal in as many attempts this year. And Reynolds to the plate. Corley 250, 114, hits the ball back up the middle, right to the same place. Center fielder gets to the ball quickly, and they'll throw back behind Washington at second, but Young Harris got a little something going here. We've already scored one here off the Ewald home run.
Number 2,
and this will bring the third baseman,
Graycheck.
Brett Graycheck, to the plate. Graycheck 0 for 1. 267 hitter coming in, 12 RBIs, and we'll have a meeting as Coach Hennessy will go to the mound, talk to his pitcher. And Young Harris will talk it over as well. We'll take a short break. Mountain Lion Baseball on the Mountain Lion Sports Network. All right, Brett Graycheck at the plate. 12 RBIs on the season. Young Harris, one out, runners at first and second. First pitch, a strike. Young Harris with a run already on the Ewald home run, his 6th of the year, and we are threatening here in the bottom of the fourth. Got Washington at second and got Corley Reynolds at first. Both get their lead. Murphy looks in, it's a strike. Murphy ahead in the count, 0-2, top of the order, and Logan Worley coming up for the Mountain Lions. Pickoff play at second. It's going to go into center field, and the runners are going to advance. And the ball is bobbled. Big wide turn for Reynolds, but they'll get the ball back in the info. So Young Harris, I had him picked off, but they throw the ball into center field, and error on Emmanuel. And Young Harris now take away the potential for the double play and got runners on second and third. Good speed at third base. Medium fly ball would get a run in. We'd like more. Base hit should score 2. Oh-2 coming. Fouls it off hard to the right side. Finds a tree limb and a ditch to rest in. And foul ball. There is action in the Emmanuel bullpen. And we'll do the 0-2 again. 0-2's in the dirt. '50th pitch now coming up for Murphy. 1-2 on Grachik. Runners on second and third. And ball in the dirt. They're going to want an appeal. And they're going to say no. And the count is even at 2. Grachik's worked it from 0-2 count to a 2-2 count. Got 2 runners in scoring position. And again, fouls it off. He is making him work. 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. Young Harris, third baseman, hanging tough. And fouls it off. Right side. Makes the parking lot. Didn't break any car windows. And we'll do it again. No need to be alarmed, John. He was 10 foot away from you. Two coming. And he lines one. Ball's going to get down. Washington's going to come around to score. And Young Harris has played it 2. Grachik down 0-2, able to battle it back to a 2-2. Then hits a flare to left. Young Harris has cut it to 4-2. With runners now in the corner and to the top of the order to Logan Worley. Only one out here in the bottom of the 4th. Worley's 0 for 2, strikeout victim earlier. First pitch just off the corner, ball 1. One-0 coming. And it's a strike. Here comes the 1-1. And inside and in the dirt. Remember, we've got a runner at third. Corley Reynolds is your runner at third. Brett Grachik, who just got the RBI single, is the runner at first. One out here in the bottom of the 4th. Young Harris trails 4-2, but we've played it 2 here. And blows that one past Worley. The count is even at 2. Corey Ewald started it off with Young Harris with a home run. And we've been able to get good situational hitting here the rest of the way, and hopefully we can get the big hit here from Worley. 2-2 coming, and he strikes him out. And this will bring Skylar Murphy to the plate.
Center fielder
with
number
2
11,
outs.
Skylar Murphy.
Murphy 1 of 2 today. He's also struck out, had a hit back in the 1st. As Young Harris threatened, got the bases loaded with 1 out, but couldn't deliver. First pitch is fouled off to the right side. Skylar, a freshman, our center fielder, is from Winder, Georgia. One comes and catches corner at the knees. Nice pitch from Murphy. And the count is 0-2. So now Murphy got to dig in, protect the plate. And hits a little dribbler out, trying to get it past the pitcher. Can't do it. Murphy will pick it up and take it to first himself unassisted. But Young Harris does cut the lead in half. 2 runs on 4 hits, got a home run, left a couple on base. We've played 4 here at Zell B. Miller Field. Your score is Emmanuel 4, Young Harris 2. Mountain Line Baseball on the Mountain Line Sports Network.
2 men left on base. First baseman, number 30, Philip Swindle.
Philip Swindle will lead off for the Lions in the top of the 5th. Emmanuel leading 4-2. 3 home runs in this one. Nice little breaking ball just off the plate. Swindle, the leadoff hitter. 364 coming in. Guy with some speed. He's 8 of 10 in steal opportunity. He is 1 for 2. He has scored a run. And that ball's drilled out of here. Gone to left field. Swindle homers. His 5th of the year. So Young Harris cut it to 2. But now we're back down 3. Solo home run for the Emmanuel first baseman.
Swindle, his 5th of the season. Second baseman, number 5, Brockham.
So this Emmanuel team has played long ball with us today. They've hit 4 already. All of their runs coming via the long ball. 3 solo shots and a 2-run blast. So Young Harris now had cut it to 2. Now we find ourselves back down 3 again. Tivier's been good for Young Harris. He is working in his 4th inning of work. As of right now, nobody in. The Young Harris bullpen, and Mativier falls behind in the count 2-0. It's going to be 1-1 count now. And he shows bunt and backs up. Ball's off the plate. Five runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Emmanuel. Young Harris, 2 runs, 6 hits, and no error. And ball skied to left center. Worley over and makes the play, and Young Harris gets his first out here of the 5th inning. Right fielder Hannon Price. He's one of 4 who have homered for the Lions here today. He's coming back in the 1st inning. 2-run shot. Price, 6 foot, 205-pound senior out of Jefferson, Georgia. He's behind in the count 0-1. fly ball to right. Washington got a beat on it. He'll make the play. And quickly, after the home run, Mativier has recovered. 2 outs here. And this will bring the DH, Daniel Gooden, to the plate. And he is homered as well. Some gaudy numbers coming in. 379 hitter average. He's 5 home runs, 17 RBIs, and he's got a slugging percentage somewhere around 650 right now. 2 outs, nobody on but 1 run in on the home run from Swindle. And the Mountain Lions trail 5-3. We will have Jackson Jones and the heart of the Young Harris order coming to bat for the Mountain Lions in the bottom of the 5th. Mountain Lions will hit the road to take on Georgia Southwestern this Friday and Saturday in Peach Belt action. Count is even at 1. Young Harris women's lacrosse in action tomorrow at Lee, conference game, and then at home Saturday against Shorter. Hard hit ball out to second. Smith keeps in front of him, makes the play. 4-3 out and put out. So 1 run on the home run by Swindle. Mativier recovers and gets 3 up, 3 down after that. We have played 4.5 here at Zell B. Miller Field. With your score, Emmanuel 5, Young Harris 2. Mountain Lion baseball on the Mountain Lion Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
Designated hitter.
Young Harris coming to the bat in the bottom of the 5th. Designated hitter Jackson Jones coming up for the Mountain Lions. Jackson, he's had some moments this year. Grand slam in a conference game to beat. Wow, can't remember who it was. Who was it, John? Pembroke, maybe. And hits the ball deep to left. Nearly got over the left fielder's head. He falls down. Wow. Just about got it over his head. Misjudged that ball. And Moose put a charge in that one, but it's a long, loud out. And this will bring the first baseman, Rudy Guion, to the plate for the Mountain Lions. Rudy 0 for 1. He was hit with a pitch back in that first, and he hits a laser up the middle. Center fielder comes over and cuts it off, so Rudy jumps on the first pitch and hits a line drive back up the middle. He's on first with Corey coming to plate.
Catcher number 18, Corey Ewald.
Rudy has a steal this year, once in 2 attempts. Got a hot hitter at the plate. Ewald's already homered in this one. Hit one out near the right, just to the left of the right field foul pole. And he will foul that one back. Cooper Murphy still out there for Emmanuel. Looks in. Nice pitch. Change up, fouled off, and Ewald is behind in the count. 0-2, got a runner on first. And with the red hot Tristan Smith at the plate for Young Harris. Just inside. And count is 1-2. Guyona, the runner at first. 4 home runs already today for Emmanuel. Corey Ewald has homered for Young Harris. Ball down in the dirt. Catcher can't find it. So Young Harris now has a runner in scoring position. Rudy Guyona gets down to second base. Counts even at 2. They'll have a little conference on the mound. I think this is more or less catcher wanting to shake the cobwebs off. Looks like took a shot on his right hand as he's having some trouble with the right hand, but he says he's okay. Catchers are tough guys. You don't be a catcher unless you're a tough guy. Cameramen are tough guys. You don't get to be a cameraman unless you're a tough guy. 2-2 pitch. Talking to you. Oh, it hits a hard line drive, gets by the third baseman. Left fielder cuts it off. Guyona will make his turn at third, so Young Harris has him on the corners. We've got 1 out, and Tristan Smith at the plate. In case you've been living in a cave or something, Tristan Smith, 2 grand slams against Flagler College this past Friday, 2 grand slams, 10 RBIs in the game, and Peach Belt Conference Player of the Week. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound, and I believe this is going to be a change because Coach Hennessy's not coming out. It's going to be Coach Kilgore coming, and we're going to have a change of pitcher. So we'll take a break. Young Harris threatening here in the bottom of the 5th. 5-2 your score. Emmanuel leads, but Young Harris threatening. Young Harris baseball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. New pitcher for Emmanuel is Colton Bridges, sophomore out of Carnesville, Georgia, from the county, from Franklin County there. Big guy, 6'3", 185-pounder. Blows a strike past Tristan Smith. Tristan had an opportunity back in the first with the bases loaded, but hit a hard ground ball to short. He's got an RBI opportunity here in front of him. And ball down in the dirt, picked up by the catcher. Runners don't advance. The count is even at 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Young Harris with Rudy Guyona, the runner at third. Cordy Ewald is the runner at first. Young Harris trails by 3. 4 home runs on the day for Emmanuel. Young Harris got a couple in the bottom of the 4th, and we are threatening here in the 5th. 5.25 ERA 9.60, excuse me, ERA for Bridges. 1 and 2 with a save. Runner goes. They'll make the throw down. It's going to be in the dirt, and he gets in safely. So Ewald, Corey with his 3rd stolen base of the season in 5 attempts. So now Young Harris take the force play out of the equation. And we've got 2 runners in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd with a good run producer at the plate. 2-1's your count. Smith digs in, junior out of Adairsville, Georgia. And we'll have another meeting on the mound as Mask goes out to probably getting signs, I would imagine, making sure their signs are right. And again, ball in the dirt. Smith in the driver's seat now, 3-1 count. See if he will sit on the fastball here. Pitch coming. And fastball, he'll foul it off to the left side over toward the Young Harris dugout. So the count now is full on the second baseman, Tristan Smith. Smith came into this one, 294 hitter, 4 home runs, and 13 RBIs, and he's got a good RBI situation in front of him here in the bottom of the 5th. 3-2 comes, and again, just got a piece of it. Stays alive. Breaking ball, and going to get it to third baseman. He'll come across. Nice job. Dropped the ball, but he held it long enough. He's out. So Young Harris now
Right fielder,
needing a clutch 2-out hit here from
Washington.
Tyler Washington, the right fielder, 270 hitter coming in. Tyler does have a hit on the day. Young Harris has had some RBI opportunities today. Bases loaded with 1 out in the 1st. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out here in the 5th. Let's see if Washington can deliver. First pitch inside and in the dirt. Man, he's been just really working his catcher hard to hold on here. Pass ball, wild pitch. Get one across for Young Harris. Again in the dirt, not quite far enough for Guyona to advance. But he is all over the place right now. Corley Reynolds on deck. Back in the last inning, Washington and Reynolds both hit C&I grounders up the middle, almost identical spots. That would be just fine here, but he's going to sky this one. It's going to come back. And the count is 2-1. A 59-footer here in the dirt that would carry him off would be just fine here. Guyona gets his lead at 3rd. Ewald gets his lead at 2nd. Breaking ball off the plate. And the count is 3-1. Reynolds on deck. And ball 4, Washington takes a walk. They are loaded. And this will bring Reynolds to the plate.
Number 9, Corley
Reynolds does have a home run on the year. He's got 14 RBIs. 1 of 2 in this one. He has been a strikeout victim. Nowhere to put him. 2 outs here. And he hits a shot over the shortstop. That's going to get 1 in. Ewald rounding third. He's going to score. Corley Reynolds comes through. Young Harris able to get 2 runs. We have cut it 2-1. Great job, Corey. Corley Reynolds jumping on the first pitch, hit a laser right past the shortstop, and we are at 1 down now. Young Harris has plated 2 here in the 5th, and this will bring Brett Graycheck to the plate with runners at first and second. Graycheck 1 of 2. He does have an RBI today. Reynolds at first, Washington at second. First pitch is a good one. It's a strike. Graycheck, and then coming back around to the top of the order. Oh, 1 again. It's in the dirt. Catcher's getting a workout. Off-speed pitch. He's thrown 16 pitches, and only 7 of those he's gotten in for strikes. So he's really all over the place right now. He's behind in the count, 2-1. Let's see if he would dare groove a fastball here to Graycheck. He's going to come with the fastball, and Graycheck finds a hole. Run around in third. Washington, he's going to score. Play at the plate, not close. However, they got his chance for play at third, and Young Harris, we're going to get the runner out at third, but the run does count, so we're tied at 5. Graycheck getting another RBI, and they're going to get Young Harris out with the runner trying to go to third. And we are tied here after 5. We've played 5. Young Harris, Emmanuel 5 runs 6 hits, 1 error. Young Harris 5 runs 10 hits, no error after 5. We're knotted at 5. Mountain Line Baseball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
In the inning for Young Harris, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base.
So Young Harris scores 3 in the bottom of the 5th to tie it at 5. We've got 10 hits and starting to put some things together. Great 2-out hitting by Young Harris in that inning by Corley Reynolds and by Brett Graycheck. Emmanuel 5-6-1. Young Harris 5-10-0. Blake Mativier will stay on the mound for Young Harris. He's been good. Gave up the 1 home run. And this is Jacob Teston at the plate for the Lions. Teston 1 of 2 in this one. And hits a line drive at center field.
Third baseman, number 9, Jake Nichols.
Murphy going to play it on the hop. And this will bring Jake Nichols, the third baseman, to the plate. Young Harris got somebody warming up in the bullpen. It appears I can't tell. It's either, I believe it's Stephen Eichhorn, could be Zach Hopkins. Can't make out the first numeral, but it's one of the two. New Young Harris women's basketball coach, Jim Davis, in attendance at the game tonight. Sitting down next to Cincinnati Red Hall of Famer Dave Bristol. And the ball hit hard to left, but it's going to be foul. Young Harris 1 on. Excuse me, Emmanuel 1 on. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Mativier 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the hitter is Jake Nichols. Nichols 0 for 2. Runner gets his lead. Mativier looks the runner back. Runner goes, and the ball's fouled off. Little hit and run. And the count will remain 1-2. Emmanuel scored 3 in the first, 2 home runs, 1 in the second, a solo home run, and then a solo home run in the 5th. Young Harris plated 2 in the 4th and 3 in the 5th. Young Harris has out hit the Lions 10-7. And where it counts, we're even at 5. One, two coming. And ball gets down for a hit. Ball goes to the left side. Runner will stay at second. Georgia College at the top of the Peach Belt at 16-2, followed by Flagler at 14-4. USC Aiken 11-4. Columbus State 8-3. They've only played 11 conference games. Young Harris is in 5th place at 10-8. North Georgia at 8-7, followed by Pembroke at 6-8, and then Augusta at 6-15. Francis Marion Lander and Georgia Southwestern bring up the bottom. Young Harris will hit the road at Georgia Southwestern this weekend. Go out of conference Monday at Anderson, Tuesday at Emmanuel, and then the 6th, 7th, and 8th Battle of Blood Mountain over at Dahlonega, taking off over at North Georgia. And it's going to be a while before we get back home again. 13th, 14th, 15th, big Peach Belt series with Aiken. Only 2 weekend series left in this season. So it's getting down to that time of the year. This seasons go fast. We got a meeting on the mound. Umpire coming to break it up. No change made yet. And this will bring McNichol to the plate. He has homered today. His was the home run in the 5th inning, I believe. Nope, his was the home run in the 2nd inning. Swindle homered in the 5th. We're tied, but Emmanuel is threatening here in the 6th. Runners on 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Blake Mativier, who came in the 2nd and has pitched well for Young Harris. And they'll put a bunt down. And Ewell makes the play. Little collision between Mativier and Ewell, but he makes the play. But he gets the runners around in second and third, and just one out.
Catcher number 16, Evan Mask.
And Evan Mask will come to the plate. Mask, a good candidate for a strikeout. Coming into this game, he had batted 9 times, had struck out 4 times. And hits a high pop up if he will. He's got room. Big out. That's 2. Big out. Had just enough room to bring that one in. So this will bring the shortstop, Chase Parker, to the mound. Excuse me, to the plate. Parker, good candidate for a strikeout as well, too. 56 at bats, 10 strikeouts coming in. So trying to dodge a bullet, 2 second and third with only 1 out. Get out of this one. Left-hander looks in. Breaking ball over the plate for a strike. Oh, 1 count. Tries to get the breaking ball across, but way outside. And the count is 1-1. That was Blake's 60th pitch of the game. Throws a fastball. Reynolds will come up with it. Throw a little low, but Guyona digs it out. So they threaten, but Mativier are able to pitch his way out of it. 2 runners left on base. We have played 5.5 here at Zell B. Miller Field. The score is Emmanuel 5, Young Harris 5, and coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Mountain Line Baseball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
Center fielder, number 11, Skylar Murphy.
Young Harris leads off the 6th with a double from Logan Worley. And this will bring Skylar Murphy to the plate. So the go-ahead run is at second base, nobody out. Murphy does have a hit today. Came back in the first. And puts down the bunt. It's a good one. In the dirt, pulls him off. So an error on the bunt attempt, and it's going to get the runner over to third, and Murphy going to be able to get down to first. So young Harris now got him on the corners and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. We're all knotted up at 5, and a run producer
Hitter, number 15,
in Jackson Jones at the plate. 2 home runs, 20 RBIs. And an RBI situation in front of him. New pitcher for Emmanuel is Daniel Gordon. Big guy, 6'4", Daniel Gooden. That's the same Daniel Gooden is home, and hits one right back up the middle. Jones going to get a run in. Hit it right back from where it came from. Murphy comes around to score. Excuse me, Worley comes around to score. Murphy got to stop at second, but Jackson Jones picks up his 21st RBI of the year.
Number 16, Rudy Guyona.
So Gooden, who's homer today, and he's pitching, and he's getting lit up here in the 6th. Guy on it at the plate. Pitch is outside. And gets the knees, I guess. Counts even at 1. Young Harris with Murphy at second. Jones at first. Worley has already come around to score. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Paints the corner and freezes Rudy, and it's 1-2. Ewald on deck. He's had a good day. And way outside on that one. Count is even at 2. Rudy came around to score earlier. And goes opposite and just foul. So we'll do the 2-2 again. All tied. Young Harris leads at 6-5. 6 runs, 12 hits for Young Harris, no errors. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors for the Emmanuel Lions. These two do it again. Their place hits the ball high, not very deep. It's in field fly rule in effect. So the first out here in
Catcher, number
the top
18,
of the in the bottom of the
Corey
6th.
Ewald.
And Corey Ewald homered once already today. And an RBI situation here in the 6th. Runners on second and first. First pitch over for a strike. 1 of 2 with a home run today. And he's behind in the count 0-1. And runners going. And out at third, pitch is a strike. So the dynamic changes. Now there's 2 outs. Do have a runner at second. Ewald is behind in the count 0-2. Boy, 6 home runs on the season now. Pitch up and in. Count is 1-2. Lone runner on the base pass now for Young Harris is Jackson Jones. RBI single to get Young Harris's go-ahead run in here in the 6th inning. We lead 6-5. Good work today, Blake Mativier. Coming in a jam in the 2nd and working his way through the 6th. Gave up only 1 run, a home run in that time span. Young Harris has had action in the bullpen. We'll see who Young Harris comes out with in the 7th. Right now, got a big run on the base path. That a little such good clutch situational hitting would be huge. And we get it. It's going to be in the gap. And center fielder cuts it off, but Jackson Jones comes around to score. So Corey Ewald gets it done again. Hits a laser to right field. Into right center, and he gets an RBI, his 2nd of the day, and Young Harris has a 2-run lead now, 7-5. And this will bring the second baseman, Tristan Smith, to the plate for the Mountain Lions. Tristan hitless today. And first pitch, swing and strike. Ball outside, counts even at 1. Ball outside. Scooped up down in the dirt by Mask. 2-1 count. 2-1 count. Ewald the runner at first. He does have a steal today. And he's going. And hit and run. Ball is fouled off to the right side. And I think it got some metal out there, John. Uh-oh. Two-two pitch. And catches him, gets him in on his hands and strikes him out. But a good inning. Washington strikes out, but Young Harris able to get 2 runs across. We have played 6 here at Zell B. Miller Field, and your score is Young Harris 7, Emmanuel 5. Mountain Lion Baseball on the Mountain Lion Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
baseman, number 30, Philip Swindell.
Stephen Eichhorn in to pitch for Young Harris. Stephen, 6'2", 190-pound senior out of Aptos, California. Comes in with a .573 batting average, 1-2 record. 7 appearances, all in relief. He has 2 saves, pitched in 11 innings, 12 hits, 8 runs. 7 of those earned, 10 walks, 10 strikeouts. Had a huge save against Flagler this past Saturday. Came in, got 1 out in the 9th, but got it with the bases loaded and gets his first batter out.
Number 5, Brock Baucom.
He is the son of former big leaguer Mark Eichhorn, who pitched for a lot of people for a long time and was a very good major league relief pitcher. And that ball is going to be hit to left. It's going to get down in front of Logan Worley. So 1 on here in top of the 7th. Young Harris leading 7-5. Got 2 in the 6th. 5-9-2 for Emmanuel. 7-13-0 for Young Harris. This is going to bring Hannon Price, who has homered today. Gooden, who has homered and is the pitcher now, on deck. Eichhorn will look in. And ball hit out to short. Reynolds can't get to play. Nice job, though. Falling away and tried to make the play at second. It was the only play he had, so we got runners on first and second.
Pitcher,
and 1 out. And this will bring the pitcher, Daniel Gooden, to the plate. One of 3 with a home run today. This is a big guy, 6'4", 230. Senior out of Griffin, Georgia. First pitch of ball. Eichhorn, ball is going to be hit to past the first baseman, and they're going to be loaded just right past first baseman Guyana. Washington gets the ball in. We got him loaded here, 1 out, and this brings the pitch to the right fielder, Jacob Teston, to the plate. Bases loaded, only 1 out. Bases loaded, 1 out. And ball is hit to center field. This is going to get a run in. Murphy will make the play. Run comes around, so sac fly gets a runner in. It's 7-6. Murphy able to quickly get the ball back toward the infield, and the runner at second does not advance. So Nichols comes to the plate. Got McNichol, who has homered, on deck. And so he could really cut the damage here if he could get an out here with Nichols. First pitch catches the corner. So ahead in the count now, runners at first and second. One run in here in the 7th. And tries off speed pitch, but it's going to be off the plate. Nobody in the Young Harris bullpen. One, because a ball just off the plate. Thought he had the corner. He'll look back at second, kind of regather himself. I think he really thought he had that one. And 3-1, so Icorn now in danger of loading the bases with McNichol, who has already hit a home run today on deck. It's runner going. Oh man, very close. Graycheck made that close. Throw was high, but he was able to get it down in very close play. Made it look closer than one would have ever thought possible. We got a full count here and runner now first and third. And a very dangerous hitter on deck. Three-two coming. Ball hit foul hard past third baseline. Runner at first didn't go on the steal attempt, so leaves the door open for a force at second. And ball's outside, bases are loaded.
Center fielder, number 25, Dustin McNichol.
So this will bring McNichol to the plate, who has homered today. He's also struck out. No place to put him. 2 outs here in the 7th. 1 run already in. Your score is 7-6. And Harris is clawed back from 4 down. And the ball hit to third, and we'll run over to make the play. Nice job. Great check. So Icorn gets in trouble, but he gets out of trouble, giving up only 1 run. Young Harris able to hold on to the lead. We've played 6.5 here. 7-6 you scored. Young Harris coming to bat in the bottom of the 7th.
In the inning for Emmanuel, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base.
Tyler Washington at the plate for Young Harris, leading off, bottom of the 7th. T-Dub 1 of 2. He's walked. He has scored 2 runs today. He's been in the middle of a lot of things that's going on good for Young Harris. And he is ahead in the count. Now 3-0. Young Harris gave up a run, had a 2-run lead, gave up one in the 7th. Looking for some add-on runs here. In the bottom of the 7th, 4-pitch walk for Tyler. And this will bring Corley Reynolds to the plate.
Shortstop, number 9.
And I think we're getting ready to maybe have a pitching change. We're going to have a change here. Coach Kilgore. So Gooden, who's had a good day at the plate. New pitcher for Emmanuel.
Hey, Blue, is the DH in or out?
DH is still in.
Is Ty Tipton, 5'7", 180-pound senior out of
Now
Hartwell,
pitching
Georgia.
for Emmanuel, number 23, Ty Tipton.
So Tipton becomes the 4th pitcher of the day for the Lions, and for Young Harris, this will bring Corley Reynolds to the
Batting for
plate.
Young Harris,
Good day
number
for the Young
9,
Harris shortstop. He
Corley
is 2 of 3
Reynolds.
with 2 RBIs. Young Harris leads 7-6 here in the bottom of the 7th. And looking for some add-on runs. We've got good speed and Tyler Washington at first. Corley going to put a bunt down. He's going to foul it off to the right side, and he is behind in the count 0-1. Young Harris got somebody working in the bullpen. Can't hardly make it out, but I do believe it's Hudson Graham. And the 0-1 comes, and we got timeout. Now time is resumed as Reynolds digs in. Washington will get his lead at first, and he's going to show bunt, and it's going to be outside. He'll pull it back. Corley now even in the count at 1-1. Ty Tipton, the 4th pitcher of the day for Emmanuel. Young Harris has used through 3, Matt Rogers, Blake Mativier, and Stephen Eichhorn. And we've got somebody who I think is Hudson Graham warming up in the Young Harris bullpen. Pitches a strike, so Corley down in the count now 1-2. He'll look down at the third base coach for his signs. And taking the bunt off in the pitches off the plate, and the count is even at 2. Corley's been big for young Harris, always at the field, been big for the Mountain Lions at the plate today. Pitch in the dirt. Corley, good eye, and the count is even. He's worked it even to 3-2. Washington, good lead at first. Leaning like he might go. And pitches outside in the dirt, so Reynolds able to work it to a 4-ball count. He walks.
Third baseman,
and we've
number
got runners
2,
on first and
Brett
second and nobody out.
Graycheck.
Brett Graycheck at the plate. Brett's had a good day. He is also 2 of 3 with 2 RBIs. Brett Graycheck, and then coming back around to the top of the order. Young Harris pounded out 13 hits today, 11 for Emmanuel. A lot of offense in this one today at Zell B. Miller Field. And bunt, nice bunt. Nice bunt, gonna pull the runner off, safe. Beautiful job by Graycheck, laid it down the third baseline perfectly. Throw it first, pull the runner off.
6.
So Young Harris has got him loaded with nobody out, and this will bring Logan Worley to the plate. Logan 1 of 4 with a run scored. He singled his last time up. He has struck out a couple of times today. But Young Harris got some options in front of us on what might want to do with this one. And swing and strike. A 1 coming. And it's a strike. Worley falls behind 0-2. Graycheck the runner at first, Reynolds the runner at second, Tyler Washington the runner at third, looking for add-on runs here in the bottom of the 7th. And hits a line drive. That ball's going to get down. 1 run in, 2 runs in, and they'll put on the brakes at second and first. They're going to make a play, and just getting back was Logan Worley, who drove in the 2 runs. Graycheck had to put on the brakes at second, and Worley was already halfway around the bag at first, and he had to dive back, and a high throw was the only thing that saved him. And we've got a new pitcher coming in, I do believe, for Emmanuel. But Young Harris has already plated 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. We lead 9-6, and nobody out, and we got more ducks on the pond. But right now we're going to take a break with a pitching change. 9-6 is your score. Mountain Lion Baseball on the Mountain Lion Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
Isaac Marshall.
Fifth pitcher of the day for Emmanuel, left-hander Isaac Marshall. And at the plate for Young Harris will be Skylar Murphy. Murphy 1 of 3 today, and he's got the bases loaded and nobody out. Chance for Young Harris to break this baby open here in the bottom of the 7th. We trailed for a long, long time. Trailed 4-0 and then got a couple to cut it to 4-2. Then they scored, get another home run in the 5th. They've hit 4 home runs today, but Young Harris has scored 9 runs here in the last 4 innings and threatening more. We're going to show bunt. He pulls back. It's a strike. Again, your pitcher is Isaac Marshall. He's a lefty, 5'10", 195-pound sophomore out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. And he is ahead in the count on Skylar Murphy, 0-1. Heart of the Young Harris order coming up. And lays a bunt down. It's a fair ball, and he is able to advance the runner. Excuse me, I thought it had said bases loaded. It's runners on first and second. And we get a bunt down, and it's at second and third.
Designated hitter number 15, Jackson Jones.
So this will bring Jackson Jones to the plate. Runners at second and third. 2 runners in scoring position. Good day for Jones. 2 of 3. Scored a run. Has a walk and an RBI. Jackson now comes in with 21 RBIs. Lefty on lefty here. Young Harris has scored 2 here in the 7th to get a 3-run lead. Wasn't long ago that we were down by 4. And ball hits him in the back. Slow curveball right into him. And the bases is loaded, and Rudy Guyona, and we're going to have another pitching change. Tried the lefty-lefty matchup. It didn't work out. And it is going to be a pitching change. So only 1 batter for Isaac Marshall. Excuse me, 2 batters. He gave up a sacrifice bunt and a hit pitch, and we're going to get a new pitcher out as well. And this time the bases are loaded. And we'll take another break. Mountain Baseball, Ridgeline TV. Zach Wells, the new pitcher for Emmanuel, righty, 5'10", 195-pound junior out of McDonough, Georgia. And he will face Rudy Guyona, the Young Harris first baseman and cleanup hitter. Rudy 1 of 3 today. He has scored a run. And on deck is a very red-hot Corey Ewald. He's 3 of 4 today with a home run, 2 RBIs. He has scored a couple. So Young Harris with the bases loaded. Opportunity to bust this baby wide open. Young Harris has scored 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. For Emmanuel, who has 4 home runs today, 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Young Harris 9 hits, 9 runs, 15 hits, no errors. Young Harris's Corey Ewald has homered in this one for Young Harris. It was his 6th of the year. Guyona got some pop, no doubt about that. nowhere to put him. And hits a shot to right center. They're going to track it down, but it's going to be deep enough to get a run in. Worley tags up and scores, so Rudy gets the RBI. His 25th of the year. Runners at first and second can advance, but Young Harris now has a 4-run lead. And we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, and this will bring Corey Ewald, who is red hot right now. Corey hotter than a June bug on the 4th of July at the plate right now. First pitch outside for the strike. And ball gets away. Runners are going to move up 90 feet, so we got Jones at second, and Murphy is going to get down to third. Count is even at 1. 2 outs, so runners up 90 feet apiece for Ewald. Pitch outside and low, and the count is 2-1. Two, 1. Nice pitch, catches inside corner. And we're even at 2. Young Harris has plated 3 here in the 7th. To get a 4-run lead, it would be nice to get these 2 in. Fouls it off to the left side. And hits the ball to third. Nice play across. Can he hold on to it? He comes off. Young Harris able to get another one in. First baseman can't hold the bag, and we're going to have a little argument on this one. Coach Keel going to come argue this one. In the meantime, Young Harris has got another run in. Worley comes around to score. Jones goes to third, and going to rule that one an error. Throw pulled the first baseman on the bag. Coach Kilgore is arguing that he held the bag. And 11-6 you score. The umpires are going to confer on this one. But it will remain what it is, and this will bring Tristan Smith to the plate with runners on the corners.
Tristan Smith.
2 outs. Emmanuel has got a good starting effort from Cooper Murphy, but since he's been gone, it's been a parade of pitchers who have given up a lot of hits and a lot of runs. Pitch inside and low to Smith. Tristan, who had the huge weekend series against Flagler College, is 0-4 today. Sidewinder with the funky motion, gets it past him, and the count's even at 1. And skies the ball to left field. Back off the wall. And we're going to send the runner, and he's going to score. So Ewald scores. Jackson Jones scored. And Corey Ewald scores.
Number 32, Tyler Washington.
So Young Harris has busted this one wide open. So Tristan Smith off the wall. And this be Tyler Washington. They're going to really hustle. He gets down and they get the third out, but a huge inning for Young Harris. We put 6 runs across. 6 runs
in
on
inning for Young Harris. 6 runs,
3 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. We played 7. Your score, Young Harris 13, Emmanuel 6. Mountain Lion Baseball on the Mountain Lion Sports Network. McLean Harris, the new pitcher for Young Harris. McLean pitching well of late. 6.67 ERA, 1-3, 1 loss. 9 appearances, 3 of those starts, 28 innings pitched, 42 hits, 22 runs, 21 of those aren't earned. But check this out. Strikeout to walk ratio, 36 strikeouts, 7 base on balls. Strikeout pitcher. Better than 1 an inning. He worked game 2 of the Big Flagler College Series, and he's got a 7-run lead to play with here in the top of the 8th. No other changes for Young Harris, and we've got a pinch hitter coming in. Number 27, Brock Thompson, 6 foot, 205-pound freshman out of Canton, Georgia. So McLean Harris, your pitcher. Brock Thompson is your hitter. Top of the 8th. Young Harris leading 13-6. Didn't score the first 3, but we've put up 2, 3, 2, and 6 in the last 4 frames. And McLean ahead in the count 0-2. High pitch. Gets away from Corey. And the count will be 1-2. High and outside on that pitch, and we're even at 2. Young Harris has used Matt Rogers, Blake Mativier, and Stephen Eichhorn. McLean Harris, and he gets a strikeout. Catches
Shortstop,
Brock Thompson
3,
looking.
Chase Parker.
And this will bring Chase Parker to the plate. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Young Harris leads 13-6. Young Harris looking to go 17-13 on the year, and his fifth straight. Foul ball, will it stay in play? It does. Graycheck makes the play. Quickly 2 outs here in the top of the 8th.
First baseman, number 30, Philip Swindell.
And the first baseman, Philip Swindell. He has homered today. Homered back in the 5th inning. The last of 4 home runs that have been hit by the Emmanuel Lions. He hit 3 in the first 2 innings. Beauty of it was, of the 4th, 3 of those were solo. Harris ahead in the count 0-1, looking to make quick work here in the top of the 8th. Steaks in the dining hall tonight, trying to get there, right, guys? One and two, you count. And way outside on that one, even at 2. Harris trying to make quick work here in the 8th. He had a 1 strikeout, and then the next pitch, a pop up down to Graychick at third base. And just off the corner, young Harris wanting that one. This game about 2 hours and 37 minutes old. Three-two pitch come in. It's hit out to Reynolds at short. He'll scoop it up and make the play quickly. 6-3 on the putout. We played 7.5 here at Zell B. Miller Field. Your score is Young Harris 13, Emmanuel 6. Mountain Line Baseball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. New pitcher for Emmanuel is Cody Walters, 5'10" junior. North Georgia kid, Cody Waters. Swindle now your catcher, and Jordan McClure, 5'10" freshman out of Marietta, Georgia, will be your first baseman.
Now pitching for Emmanuel, number 11, moving to catcher, number 30, Philip Swindell, and playing first, number 17, Jordan McClure.
Logan Worley, Corley Reynolds.
Shortstop,
At bat for
number
Young
9,
Harris.
Corley Reynolds.
And Corley's had a great day. And ball fly to right field. Oh, going to be short right field. Second baseman drifts out. He will make the play, so Reynolds pops up. First out for Young Harris.
Third baseman, number 2, Brett Graycheck.
And this will bring Brett Graycheck to the plate. Good day for Reynolds, good day for Graycheck at the plate. They have really had good days. Seemed like they were right in the middle of everything that was going on. Graycheck is 3 of 4. He got 2 RBIs. Reynolds was 2 of 3 with 2 RBIs. Multiple hit games for Corey Ewald, Jackson Jones, and Logan Worley. 2 outs here in. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. He'll fly that, hit that one to right field. Fly ball, right fielder moves a couple of steps and quickly 2 outs here in the 8th.
Left fielder, number 6.
And this will bring Logan Worley to the plate. Logan 2 of 5 with 2 RBIs. Logan has raised his average from 212 to 220 in this one. Counts even at 1. And nice pitch. Inside in the knees. 1-2. Play down to hit down the third baseline. Deep throw, and he beats it out. Good hustle that time by Worley, beating it out. Nice play by the third baseman, though. Deep in the hole. Got to it, made a nice throw. Made the play
Center
very,
fielder,
very close.
number 11, Skylar Murphy.
And Skylar Murphy now will come to the plate. Murphy, 1 of 3. Every Young Harris offensive player has a hit today. We've pounded out 17, and we're going to have a change. And this is going to be number 40, Bailey
Pinch hitter,
Campbell.
number 40,
Big Bailey, freshman out of White, Georgia, Cass High School. Started a lot of the year early as the DH, and he's got some pop in his bat, no doubt. And while pitch down the dirt, runner gets down to second. Bailey, 178 hitter. He played in 18 games, started 8 of those. Has a couple of home runs, if I'm looking at this right. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Big guy. He's got some power. Pull hitter. They'll play him straight away. And inside, nope, gonna be a strike. 2-0 pitch. Looks like it might be a bit inside, but it caught a corner. And the count is 2-1. 2-1 coming, and that's going to be down in the dirt. Catcher can't find it. Runner's going to get down to third. So Bailey now with a runner 90 foot away. Got a chance to pick up an RBI here with a base hit. This game's still under 3 hours old. Three one coming. And going to get it across for a strike. Count is full at 3-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Score is 13-6. Young Harris busting it open with 6 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Corey Ewald is homer for Young Harris today. And every Young Harris starter a base hit in this one. Blake Mativier, great job for Young Harris coming in the 2nd inning and doing great work for Young Harris in this one. Stephen Eichhorn and McLean Harris have also gone for Young Harris. Matt Rogers got the start, and Bailey Campbell walks. And another Young Harris change. Pinch hitter number 13, Bradley Cleese. Bradley got some pop. 290 hitter, 2 home runs, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. Eventually get that set.
Pinch runner, number 14, Royce Woolfolk.
Royce Woolfolk, pinch runner, and tell you about Royce. Royce can fly. He has got great speed. He leads the team in steals, 9 for 12. Cleese with some pop at the plate. Woolfolk with some speed at first base, and we do have a runner at third. Young Harris looking to add on. Big lead for Royce, and he gets back. Again, got a big lead. And pitch way inside. Catcher look Royce back to first. Do have a runner on third. And all of this really started with 2 outs. Young Harris yet to score in this inning, but we got him on the corners and a good hitter at the plate. And Royce is going to go. They're going to get him in a rundown. So Royce gets picked off. The run doesn't count. So 1-4 pickoff gets Royce. And looking
In
to
the
see
inning
any
for
changes for young Harris.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base.
McLean Harris will stay out to pitch. Baucom will lead it off for Emmanuel here in the top of the 9th. McLean Harris will remain on the mound for young Harris. And ball is skied to center field. And young Harris will make the play. Did Wolf Oak stay in and play center field? That was Royce, I thought so, making the catch out in center field. And this will bring Hannon Price to the plate. Good day for Price. He has homered. Off-speed pitch, can't get it across, very close, but it's going to be 1-0. One out quickly here in the 8th. And nice breaking ball. Gets him out in front, and count is even at 1. One coming, fouled off, and McLean ahead in the count 1-2. Young Harris Conference game, 3-game series on Friday and Saturday at Georgia Southwestern. And then we will have 2 next week. We will have 2 non-conference games on a Monday at Anderson, South Carolina, on a Tuesday at this same Emmanuel Club. And then Friday we'll hit the road for Battle of Blood Mountain. This time it will be at North Georgia. Then on a Wednesday, April 11th at Southern Wesleyan, we will not be back here until the 13th, 14th, 15th, a huge conference game with USC Aiken. And then Columbus State on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And although we've got Wesleyan at home on the 17th, but this season winding down, a lot of it going to be on the road. 13-6, Young Harris leads top of the 9th. Young Harris currently sits in 5th place in the Peach Belt, although I look at Columbus in 4th. They've only played 11 games versus our 18, so that could change really quick. And ball 4. Price will take his base.
Designated hitter.
And designated hitter slash pitcher slash designated hitter Daniel Gooden will come out and bat again. He's homered today. 1 on 1 out. Young Harris leads by 7. Pretty good crowd here today. 1-0 pitch coming from McLean. Nice pitch. Catches outside corner and the count's even at 1. Ball fouled off, and of course the game's with Georgia Southwestern. They will be streamed so you can catch the action. Catch the video and perhaps audio. And what will we be doing this weekend? What do we got going this weekend? I haven't even looked. Women's lacrosse at 11. That's all. So light day, John. You can get some rest in. Good? Oh, he said. Oh, man, Young Harris wanted that one off the corner. Count even at 2. So Young Harris hold on in this one, and we will run our record to 17-13. Be 5 in a row. Young Harris is winners of 7 of their last 10. Playing some good baseball right now. And he paints him, gets him, catches him looking. McLean Harris with another strikeout. And there are 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. And I think Young Harris is going to make a pitching change here. And we're going to bring a lefty in. So Jake Tomlovich is going to come in. Left-hander, sidewinder.
Now pitching
Jake
for Young Harris,
got a lot of
number
work in
22,
the
Jake
Flagler
Tomlovich.
College series. Jake, 4.85 ERA, 2.11 record, 10 appearances, all in relief, 13 innings pitched, 14 hits, 7 runs, all of those earned, 3 walks, and 13 strikeouts. Good strikeout to walk ratio. And we're going to have a pinch hitter, I believe, for Emmanuel. Josh Viveros, 5'10", 180-pound senior, out of Plantation, Florida, will be batting for the Emmanuel Lions. And we get to see them again. We get to see them down at their place in Franklin Springs on April the 3rd. Where is Franklin Springs? Franklin Springs is in Franklin County. It's close to Royston. What is Royston famous for? What was the most famous person to come out of Royston? Yes, you got it. Yeah. So we've been having a trivia question in which you win. Tell them what? Absolutely nothing. All right. (13-5), 2 outs, runner on first. Tomlovich, left-hander, sidewinder. He is a sophomore out of Suwanee, Georgia. Ooh, just off the corner. Jake just missed that one. I think he really wanted it. Counts even at 1. one just inside. 2-1. And 2-1 pitch. He paints it for a strike. 2-2. One pitch away from Young Harris picking up and win number 17 on the season and their 15th in a row. Two coming. And we are just under 3 hours, I'm told, trying to get this thing in 3 hours or less. Major League Baseball never has a game under 3 hours. Two come in, off-speed pitch. Oh, man. And what we got, a balk? So we got a balk on Tom Libich, so runner moves down to second. Count remains at 2-2. Count is 2-2, don't remain at 2-2. It's been a long day. Right? Yeah. And off-speed pitch, hammered foul down the third baseline. Now we're at 3 hours. We're not going to make it. So 2-2 will be done again. 2 outs here. Young Harris leading 13-6. Young Harris with 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and busted it open with 6 in the 7th. Emmanuel jumped out hot with 3 home runs in the first 2 innings, added another home run in the 5th. But Young Harris got good balanced offensive attack, and we're 1 pitch away, and that ball's going to be hammered in the gap, so they're going to score him 1 more. Ball cut off by the left fielder, Worley. So Emmanuel keeps it going. The score is now 13-7. So now the score is 13-7. And this will bring Jake Nichols to the plate. Runner at first with 2 out. Nichols 1 of 3 today. He has walked. Outside, count even at 1. And fly ball, won't stay in play, gets out to the right side. No cars hit or trucks. And the count is 1-2. So again, we're 1 pitch away from getting our 17th win. One, two coming. It's inside. And Harris wanting that one. Didn't get it. Count is even at 2. We're back to 2-2 again. 13-7. And hammered to right, and Washington gets a beat on it. So Young Harris picks up his 17th win of the season, our 5th in a row. We'll go to 17-13
One run,
on
one
the
hit,
season.
no errors, and one man left on base.
Blake Mativier very good off the bench for Young Harris. In relief of Matt Rogers, he gets the win. He is 1-1 on the season. Gooden gets the loss. He is
Your
also
final score
1-1
is
on
Young
the season.
Harris, 13
Corey
runs,
Ewald
17 hits,
homers for
no
Young
errors.
Harris.
Emmanuel,
He was
7
3 of 5
runs,
with
12
scored
hits,
3
and
runs,
3
had 2
errors.
RBIs. Logan Worley,
Pitcher,
3 of 6 with 2 RBIs.
1-1.
Corley Reynolds 2 of 4 with 2 RBIs, and Brett Graychick 3 of 5 with 2 RBIs. So Young Harris got good balance in their offensive attack today, and really Blake Mativier was excellent off of the bench for Young Harris. Broke it open in the 7th with a 6-run, and a good win for Young Harris. We will now hit the road for a conference game with Georgia Southwestern. Been a tough year for Georgia Southwestern. They're 1-14 in the conference, 4-22 overall. But in the game of baseball, none of that means anything. You go out, you got to go out and pitch and hit and play defense and win. So Young Harris, a good day. Game just a little over 3 hours. Tommy Jenkins and John C. Moon with you. The next time that we will be seeing you, talking with you, will be this Saturday. Women's lacrosse. Young Harris will be playing host to Shorter in a Gulf South Conference game. And it's also senior day for Young Harris. So on a winning day, Young Harris gets the victory over Emmanuel College. This has been Tommy Jenkins and John C. Moon with you on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.